Hi there, wing lovers. I have one of my delicious wing recipes to share with you today. If you've been following my channel for a while, you guys know that I love a nice sweet glaze on my chicken wings. So this is gonna be one of my favorites, balsamic glazed wings. Let's get into it. So I have the chicken wings here, guys. I rinsed them in some cold water and lime juice. Then I pat dried them. I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil on here, and then I'm gonna go in with some seasoning. So let's rub that olive oil all over the chicken wings. This is gonna help the seasoning to just stick to it. And so I have some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Very simple, okay, because the glaze is going to give a lot of flavor to this, so we don't need to overdo the seasoning at this point. All right, so rub that in. You can let that sit for about 2 hours or overnight if you want to. Then we are just going to lay the wings on parchment paper. The parchment paper is laid on a baking tray. All right, that is it. I didn't grease it because the parchment paper will be great for preventing it from sticking. So we're going to bake this for 25 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. While the wings are in the oven, we can make the glaze. So it's a very simple glaze. We have some oil in the pan already, and I'm adding some finely minced garlic. We're just going to stir this around just for a few seconds. We don't even need to cook this for a minute, okay, because it's finely minced. So stir this around. Then we're going to be going in with the balsamic vinegar. We want to do this over low to medium heat. So after that garlic is a little bit softened, then we can pour in the balsamic vinegar, okay? Then after that, we add the honey. So give it a good whisk, and then we're going to be going in with some brown sugar. Brown sugar is really rich in flavor. It's going to give you that stickiness that we want for the glaze. And then I added some soy sauce. So simmer this over low to medium heat. Add the fresh thyme. And we want this to get a little syrupy, but don't reduce it too much because as soon as it cools down, it's gonna start to harden. Okay, so just simmer it for about 2 minutes. Once you see that it's coating the back of the spoon pretty easily, you can turn it off. Okay, if you feel like it's drying out too fast, just add a splash of water, stir it around, and get things back together. Okay, because what you're looking for is a light syrupy texture. You don't want this to be super thick, so don't reduce it till it's very thick. So this is kind of sticking to the back of the spoon right now, so we are good to go. Remove it from the heat. Okay, so we'll take the wings out of the oven, and they're looking kind of sad right now, but we are going to fix things up. Don't worry about it. All right, so the glaze that we did, we are just going to brush it all over the chicken wings at this point. Okay, if you want to put them in the pot and stir them around, then put them back on the tray, that's fine, but I just, spoon some of the glaze on there, and then I go in with the brush and just brush it all over. Now remember, this is a balsamic glaze, guys, so you'll notice things get a little bit sticky, but that's what we want. Don't worry about it. If your sauce on the stove is starting to harden, just heat it up a little bit and add a little bit of water. Stir it around and you'll be good to go, okay? So after you apply the glaze to all of the wings, guys, you're going to put it in the oven, this time at 450 for 10 minutes, okay? 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 minutes. After those 10 minutes, take them out of the oven, and you see they're getting that beautiful color. They're not so sad anymore, right? So flip them over. So flip over every single piece, and then we're gonna brush more glaze on there. Okay, So you can use the same drippings that are in the tray to brush all over the wings, or you can go back to your pot of sauce on the stove and take that and brush all over the chicken wings. And we're still doing 450 for another 10 minutes. I want to remind you guys that this is a glaze, so because it is sweet, it's sticky, it's gonna caramelize a lot. Try to use the middle shelf in your oven. If you use the highest shelf, most likely the sugar is going to caramelize too fast. So try to stick to the middle shelf in your oven. If you feel like your oven runs cold, then fine, you can put it on the top shelf so you can get that nice caramelization going on. The top shelf is usually the hottest. That area is usually the hottest. So you know your oven, work with your oven, use the middle shelf or top shelf if you think everything will be fine. Okay. Here we go, guys. Really beautiful glazed wings. Look at that. Delicious. It is gorgeous. See, we have that beautiful color. We started out sad, but our wings are happy now. They look beautiful. This is what you're looking for. It's a glaze. It's supposed to be caramelized. It's supposed to be sticky, saucy. It is just so flavorful. I know you're going to enjoy this a lot. So give it a try. And of course, you have to come back and let me know how it worked out for you. Remember to message me on Instagram if you have any questions. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll enjoy this balsamic glazed chicken wing recipe. See you next time.